Listen here, you scallywags. I've been playing video games since before the toe rags who made those video games were born. Respect the opinions of your elders, because you young whippersnappers ain't got a bloody clue. So with that in mind, here's what you sorry little leet hacksaws are missing. What the hell is Final Fantasy XIII? Ever taken a really satisfying shit? Don't expect the same feeling from this. Time to listen to me again, baby shits, because I've been around long enough to do the doing with Princess Hilda, and she was complete filth. Final Fantasy is a series of games I've actually managed to enjoy, and I don't even hate the entire fan base, which is a real feat. But what the flipping heck was Final Fantasy XIII? Give me an honest answer, you gaggle of trogs, because I ain't got the faintest bloody clue. All I know is I was running around as some spiky, yet floppy, yet straight-ahead teenage girl with serious commitment issues down some never-ending fucking corridor. This fucking bizarre portal between interior and fields that didn't let me change course at a single shitting point. I can't even remember her name. I'm just gonna call her Sheila. Sheila hated the fuck out of everything with no bloody excuse for it at all. She was a whiny little bitch wrapped up in a shell of defensive angst. I'm surprised her bloody weapon wasn't called Psy or whatever. I'd like to say the game had a single bloody redeeming character, but then I'd be a lying tosspot, and I pride myself on the truth. Though I've had plenty of shitbags try and say I'm not big on the latter. You had Hope, who was about as hopeful as a bloody cyanide pill you can just crush between your teeth. He was a cyanide pill you had to set on fucking fire and swallow whole. The rest were forgettable enough, though I ain't got a clue who they even are. I knew there was a Token Black, so yeah, let's call this the not-so-merry adventure of Sheila, Fiery Cyanide, and Token Black. Not forgetting, of course, Gamer's biggest poser cunt, Snow, who looked 50% slimy extreme sports wanker and 50% that homeless bloke who tries to sell you the big issue when you're just popping down the shops to buy a pack of fucking smokes. On this so-called adventure, you ran up the corridor I mentioned earlier and got into random battles. Pretty misleading if you ask me. I might be old, but I ain't stupid. It was definitely random, but if those were battles, I'm a Mongolian shark wrestler. The new battle system was nothing more than occasionally pushing a bloody button and then waiting while some pretty shit flapped about on the screen. If you were controlling Sheila, you'd get to do the odd thing, but Fiery Cyanide and Token Black would just do their own fucking thing. They didn't give a shit if you were upside down with your legs vanishing into another dimension, so long as they got to follow their preset commands. And if you swap characters, no, fuck that. Nobody ever swapped to another character, because none of them were as good as Sheila, that mopey bitch. Now I'm as lazy as the next gas bag. Trust me, I don't even use my limbs to scratch myself. My family pays a nurse to do it for me. But seriously, if you can get away with a combat system that has next to no bloody involvement from the player, you're either lazier than me, or you had wanker tattooed on your forehead at birth. Was there a story to this game? Because if there was, I must have missed it. I do take more naps these days. Reckon that's the best way to describe the story, ain't it? One giant, unsatisfying, unwarranted and unneeded morphine nap. And you spend most of that nap trying to translate the crap the characters spout into a known language. Lucy, Falsy, fucking Catholicism, Catholicis. And in a move that only served to enrage this old slag further, they went on to make more games based on this shit, like it was some popular hit, or the next goddamn boy band to plague my merry earth. Though I've already played it, because I exist across all of motherfucking time and space, the world is sat around waiting for the XIII remake. Square is well aware of this nugget of information, yet continues to churn this steaming pile of vomit into the world. Ladies, gentlemen, and slimy little wasters, there is nothing left to hope for. 'Cause as with fiery cyanide, nothing is gonna end well. No matter how fucking blonde and sad you are, we're doomed to get more of this shit until the end of time. And fucking trust me on that one.